In 2020, I was sort of forced more into the isolation of my studio. And in the silence of that situation, I started to do some sketches of my father's face. And I just started thinking about his hands and the way that they were very expressive. And it completely overrode my kind of thoughts of his face. I mean, my hands are quite large, but his were sort of twice the size of mine. And you could tell that they had been through a kind of lifetime of work and toil. They were quite scarred and quite pitted, but they still had that sensitivity in them, despite the kind of cuts and the calluses. And I thought to myself, yeah, in a way, that tells its own narrative, the hardship and the difficulty of being a black person in society over 4 centuries. Enslavement, migration, adaptation, all the way through to this incredible strength and resilience. It's all taking place in those hands. I thought to myself, yeah, these hands, they need to be on quite a big scale, because what they're transferring emotionally is something that I feel is really immense. I found a cache of drawings that I had done, family and friends basically, and people who I knew. I translated them as drawings in the canvas, knowing that they would be covered up eventually. But I liked the idea psychologically that they were there and they were encapsulated in these hands. My father was very interested in Caribbean mysticism. The title originally was the Obeah Man, a nickname we had for him because he believed that through positive daily rituals, you could ward off misfortune and harm. And in a sense, his hands in the painting are in a kind of protective role of the whole family. So he's sort of warding off misfortune, and we're contained within that, even though we're unseen. Of course, my father isn't here anymore. The painting contains, of course, joy, but also loss. So in a sense, it's a way to make something unbearable bearable. Not just in the moment of painting, but in the contemplation of it.